So I will be using this one to cut the okra. So I will use knife to cut some, and I will use this big part for some, and I will use this the other part too for them. So there are so many ways to cook okra. A different way, the way it suits you most. I advise you to use the part you prefer. For me, I prefer this part because if I am eating okra, I need the juice part of it. Like those slicey big one, you slice them. I can't really flow with it, especially if you are eating with whatever, any swallow with it. So I prefer cutting my like this. Yeah, just this size. I will still make bigger one inside, little bit bigger than this one, but I will just like that. So you keep doing same. There's no different way of doing one okra, or you do the other one in different way. But just the same one, same till you finish all. So as I said earlier, I will be using this one to scrub some, and then I will also be use a knife to cut some. The one, if you prefer to cut, I also like to cut like this. I'll mix the both together because I don't want it to be that too tiny. This one will be just like this. Yeah, it's just the same thing. You continue the same. Remember to clean up the okra, like wash it properly before cutting them. So just like that, just the same way, the same thing. If you decide to cut your own bigger, yeah, you can do that, but today on I'm making it just this size, just this size. Yeah. The yam I'm using for the pounded yam, that's the one I'm peeling right now. Yes. So I don't cutting the okra. The head of okra at times can be useful. Depends on what you want to achieve for the kind of soup you want. Like this head, these ones. If you want the okra to be very like draw, you can pound this if you have mortar. But if you don't have mortar, you can also use blender to blend it and then add the juice to the okra soup. So that will also give you some another way of cooking okra. A very important, depends as time sharp. For me, like the one I'm doing today, I don't want it to be like that drawing one. Yeah. So for the pounded yam machine to work, you have to cut your yam like this, at least. And it do not work on a frozen yam. So if you are buying the machine, you know you have to cut the yam like that. If they're too big, it will not done properly. And if you have for those ones that have a frozen yam, as I said, the frozen yam do not work with this machine. It only can cook this kind of fresh yam. Yes. This is how the pounded yam machine works. You put that little one inside, then this one stays there. So you will put water inside this one. Okay, so then you put this one in there. This is the, you will see where the thing is supposed to face, just like that. Yeah, so this is the yam. You put the yam inside the machine. Remember, this pounded yam do not cook the yam from the freezer. It can only cook fresh yam. So there is a place, the right mass here. You should not let it pass this place. So it better not reach there than it pass there. So you covered. Make sure it's covered. You can actually leave it like this if you are cooking, but if you are pounding, to avoid trouble for you, maybe you forget to lock it properly. So I will advise you to just lock it for the first time before you start it. It's locked just like that. So I will just be connecting the plug. This part go to the wall, and this one will go to the body. Okay, connected. Then this front part, if you see here, is saying off, and then this part is saying cook. You just, the light is on, so you give time. It will take like 20-25 minutes. It will be cooked and pound for you. Okay, so after a while, I am just going to check the, what they call it, the goat meat now. Let me see if it kind of soft. So I will add a little bit water. Then I'm adding the beef now. Remember, I didn't put the goat and the beef together because the beef I'm using is soft, kind of soft, but the goat meat is a very strong one. So that's why I didn't put two of them together. Give time for this is okra, following okra. It's when I was cutting it so close to the beef. Yeah, so that's the reason why I didn't put the snail and beef inside. So now, and I'm putting them in. Yeah, I'm going to be putting a little bit of water. Then I will add small onion. You don't really need onions to cook okra, but if you want to use it to boil the meat, but you don't put the onions with the okra direct together. So this is salt. I'm putting a little bit salt. It's spicy, direct from mommy guiding. Well, mama give me this spicy today, so I taroed it. So that's what I'm using. It's really, the smell is really hard, so that simply means it will be very. This is the seasoning I'm using. It's grind one, any kind one you have, even if you have any kind one, Maggi, no, anyone you have, it will work for every other food you want to cook. But this one I have available. So this one is a stockfish. I do not need the smell like that. So I will leave it to boil for some time, then I'll come back to see. When the yam ready, you hear that noise, it will tell you that the yam done. So what we have to do now is just to switch am off. Then when you switch am off, then you will turn it. Remember to check again if this one lock well, because when you want to start pounding, it start like just that kind of noise. Let me put it on, then you can see. So if you do not close it properly, is the power, the force will pull the cover open. So the best thing for you is to cover it first before you do it. This is onion from Mama's Guiding. I went to visit Mama today. That's where I got those really spicy from. And then she gave me this one and some vegetable too. So I'm using this one to cook the okra soup. It smells very good. And yeah, that's what mother. Oh, okay. The meat is ready. Remember, I said the goat meat is a very hard one. So now it's finally done. Finally. So I will be adding this spoon. I never really used this spoon before. I used the other orange, other color one. But this one, where I was buying to buy the other one is very expensive. The guy I met there said they are the same. They are actually the same color. He was not lying. He said they are the same. Don't let them trick you. Just take this one and watch it yourself. So yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened when association of group of people that do not want to spend money meet themselves in the supermarket. They start be friend and then discuss. Oh my god, it was funny today as if we already know before. But anyway, it was good. His idea is good, seeing it's working. So yeah, I just add a microfish and I will put the oil too. If you want to make okra or any other kind of soup, that if you don't trust the oil, it's good you put the oil sometime before the usual time to avoid the smell. Some oil really smell. I don't know what they use to do it, but this one is good. Yeah, so I'm putting it now for the oil to get ready too before adding the okra, the almighty okra. So this ugbore and ogi, I will be using those ones too. Iru, that is what the locust bees and the ogi. Any Afro shop you go, you can ask them for that. Remember, they are very the kind of the smell is very strong, and if you don't want the smell to come out of your food, maybe you're taking your food to work, you should mind what you add inside, because if you warm it for the general microwave, the smell will be too hard. So it will be good you don't use it if you take it them to work. So I will be adding a little pepper because I test it. The pepper I bring from Mama's Guiding. This pepper is only three. Oh. I couldn't even finish using three. So yes, just want you to know. You don't know the pepper you're using before that very minute, so know how you put them. I will just leave it for little time, then I will keep adding things until we're done. So this is how it look like now. Everything is really going well. So remember, um, depends on how you want your okra to look like. So I slice some and then grind some. Just you can actually add water if the water is not enough that you have inside. So this is the last part of the okra. This is how it look like. So I will just dish it on this one. That's bone for those people who like to eat bone. Everything come out well. See. Okay, so this is the last part of it. Wow. Okay, so thank you for watching, and we appreciate your support and everything. Thank you, and have a nice evening. So we didn't have we don't want the video to that too long, so we couldn't put the part of where we remove the panadium from the machine and all that, but it's done. We take those ones out because we don't need a long video. So in the other video we will show you, we may not show the beginning because we already have it on the previous one. We'll just show the end of it to keep the video at least less than 20 minutes. Have a nice day, Nani. Thank you. Bye.